Hey guys, I wanted to touch base on a certain topic, um, or particular idea I have in mind, or reasoning, I guess. Just cut to it. So I guess for a few years of my life, I've been really active and stuff, and been dedicated to it or whatever. I made a lot of sacrifices in my life. I moved to Portland to live in my car, find a job, and find a good gym. I changed my whole lifestyle regarding eating. I gave up all my high school friends. I don't really have friends anymore. I have acquaintances who do the same thing I do, but I made a lot of sacrifices in this athletic field and in my journey to achieve my goals and stuff. But something a few this year actually kind of really clicked a trigger in my brain, and um, it's weird because I always think back to this moment a lot, and I wanted to share it because I feel like it can possibly help other people realize some stuff. Um, I don't know. There comes a point in time in your life where there's one main focus, and you give everything for that, and um and you realize how much it actually means to you, what you're willing to do, what you're willing to sacrifice for your goals. And then once you really realize that you're willing to do everything it takes, after that is where a lot of stuff starts clicking into place. You get a lot better, you work out a lot harder, you work out a lot more, you look and search for things that people are not doing that you can do to give you a better edge. Which I feel like I'm at that point right now where I just can't train hard enough, I can't train long enough, I can't train enough, I can't find new things enough. I'm like going crazy in my mind trying to be the best. And something that kind of like made me realize that this is my life, like really solidified the fact that I'm willing to do anything it takes, is like during my first triathlon. I trained really hard, trained hard for my bike, trained hard for my run. I didn't train too hard for the swim course. I underestimated that by a very large margin. I was really broke. I didn't have money to buy a wetsuit. It was cold, cold water. Um, Coming into that race, I wanted to win it. That obviously did not happen. But what I learned in the process is a lot more valuable than winning. Um, like when in the morning I jumped in the water. It was really cold. I started cramping up right away. I didn't know what I know now about swimming. You have to warm up, you have to get some laps, and you got to do something. You have to have a wetsuit. A wetsuit changes the whole entire game. It's like running with good shoes and running with work boots. It's completely different. Um, but yeah, so I jumped in that water and I started cramping. Right on. The race starts and I'm sucking in water. I'm at the front of the pack because that's where I always start, the front of the pack. I plan to finish in the front. Um, so I start towards the front of the pack, and there's championship swimmers next to me and everything. They're all passing me. They're all kicking me in my face, hitting me in my face. I'm sucking in water because I don't know how to breathe in water with 20 other people next to you splashing. I've never trained like that. I've never been in a race like that. Nothing. So I start sucking in water. I started thinking I'm gonna drown. I pull off to the side, cramping up. Can't really move my arms. Can't really move my legs. I let a lot of people pass, and then I keep going. Something that kind of hard to explain or put into the words that I want to, but in that moment, I had some really big mental things going on. I realized I was in way over my head at that point. 5 minutes into the triathlon, first leg of the race, I realized I was screwed. I was cramping up. I wasn't warm. I was choking on water. I still had a mile left to swim. I was choking on water. I was cramping up. and I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a way to quit. I wanted to quit. I didn't want to be there anymore. I was fucked. Uh, and then I don't know, something clicked. Something talked to me, whatever you want to call it, and I realized that I'm here. I'm at the race. This is what I'm doing. I'm not a quitter. I realized kind of who I am and what I had within me at that point. I literally said to myself that I'm either going to die trying to finish this race, I'm going to drown in the next half an hour, I'm going to lose my life, or I'm going to finish this. There's no fucking in between. I'm not going to ask for help. I'm not going to fucking stop. I'm either going to drown in this fucking lake, I'm going to finish this fucking triathlon. I might not achieve my initial goal, but as soon as I jumped in that water, my goal was whole different. My goal was to finish at that point. Um, and I literally had the discussion going on in my brain that I would rather lose my life. I would rather not see my kids on the shoreline ever again. I would rather never go back to work. I would rather never see my wife ever again before I could ever live with myself with quitting. I could not ever do that. And so, I guess, long story short, I did everything I fucking could to get the fuck up out of that water. An hour later, I got out of that water and I jumped on the bike, finished that, then finished the run, and I finished the race. So, what I'm getting at, the biggest point what I'm getting at is that moment where I decided I was willing to die rather than quit made me realize something about myself that I've never realized before. That I was able to sacrifice my life to accomplish my goal. And after I got out of there, I wasn't very proud, but that moment made me realize something in myself that I never knew was there before. And there's going to be moments like that in everybody's life where you realize that you're willing to sacrifice everything to achieve your goal. There's going to be moments and situations that lead up to that may even blow you out of the water, that you're like, whoa, I didn't know that I'm that serious about this, and now it's time to fucking act like it. Um, so yeah, maybe you guys have had similar circumstances, but I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Um, so maybe it could help you maybe realize some stuff in your life. I don't know. Um, Maybe you've entered a fight before, fought, realized that fighting was awesome. After the fight, you quit your job, you started, I don't know, mowing lawns or whatever. This is what I did back in the day. I had my first fight, realized that it was fucking awesome. Right after that, I quit my job. It was like, hey, mom, I'm gonna live with you, I'm gonna train, I'm gonna fight, and this is what I'm gonna do. And I did that. I was poor, I was broke, I had to go to homeless shelters to eat and stuff. I did, maybe that's your situation too, where you give up luxurious stuff in order to chase a far off goal. I don't know. Um, but yeah, there's moments that define you as people and as characters and let you know what you have inside. And they're pretty awesome moments, pretty scary. They're moments that could either make you or break you, as they say. And it's probably best to let them make you instead of break you.